What's up, y'all? Uh, hey. Look, my truck died on me 3 times today. Coming up 65. And it was fine. It's been fine. It's been running good. I get up this morning about 5 Eastern time. I had a delivery to make today. I was on good time. It was good. It was good. Everything was good. Everything was going good. Everything was going good, right? Everything was going good. Everything was going good. I'm rolling, got my coffee, listening to music, chilling, enjoying the morning. Like, yeah, I'm gonna get this up there, go get another load, try to, boogie back south. I stop by the rest area for a minute, use the restroom, and I get back on the interstate, so I'm bugging. Then all of a sudden, I put my foot on the pedal, on the gas pedal, no power. Like, it just went right to the floor. Right? I mean, like, it ain't just dropped. Like, you push it, like, if you trying to give the truck gas. No. Truck died on me rolling. So, threw the hazards on, got on the shoulder, saw the temperature gauge overheating. So I turned it off. I'm like, let me pop the hood, checked everything. I had coolant this morning. I ain't have no coolant when they overheat, when I died on the interstate. I had 2 bottles of coolant. I had 2 bottles, but I had a full bottle and a half. So I throw it in there. I'm like, all right, I just passed the truck stop. And the next truck stop is Love's Love's and I think it was a Petro or a Flying J is about 20 miles away. And that's not even calculated. That's just on the list. So I'm like, okay, I got to get somewhere closer because it wasn't enough coolant to really give me enough. So I'm like, I got to get somewhere because I ain't trying to call roadside service. It cools down, fire the truck back up, start rolling. Now I'm creeping because I don't want to put too much pressure hard to make it heat up more because it wasn't that much cooler. 2 bottles wasn't enough. So I'm going down the road. I got my hazards on. Boom. Now the mom and pop, there's a mom and pop, like a marathon, 8 miles away. 8 miles, 7 miles away, something like that. I'm creeping. Boom. Next thing you know, it gets back into that temperature gauge. It dies on me. I'm like, yo, come on, Boogie. You know what I mean? I'm like, come on, Boogie Mobile. Come on. Get daddy up here. Let daddy just get right here to this truck stop. I got you. So, cools down again, fire back up. I'm going back down the road. It dies on me again. So, I'm talking to my dispatcher, Andy, and I'm like, yo, Andy. I say, yo, well, I'm texting him because I'm parked on the shoulder. I'm like, yo, we got a problem. I'm low on coolant. I'm just trying to get to the truck stop. So now I'm like 5.3 miles away. I'm like, come on. So I fire it up. I'm creeping. So I get to the I get to the exit, and now I gotta go up a little slight hill to make a right. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm sitting like 210 on the temperature gauge. I'm like, oh, it's getting ready to get into that little space where it's getting ready to hit that overheat spot. So I'm like, oh man. So I had to come to a yield sign. A car was coming. I'm like, yo, I didn't want to completely come to a stop. So I'm slowing down just enough, but not to the point where I can end up dying in the curve, because y'all just saw me what a few weeks ago die in the intersection. So I'm coming down the hill, I'm creeping, got the hazard lights on. I get in, pull to the side of the fuel island. Good. Pop the brakes, turn the truck off. I'm good. Buy 3 bottles of coolant, pour it in there. Right? I'm like, ain't really. Oh, yo, Jamal. Hey, there's my boy right there. He just made my day. He let me know he don't like me. He just made my day. Damn, Jamal, I feel special. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Make sure you hit that thumbs down, Jamal. Don't forget, I told you. Listen, that's your responsibility now. I told you. Thank you for chiming in, too. I appreciate you for keeping it real. So, he said today I'm going to give you a thumbs up. Okay, Jamal, I got you. So, I bought 3 bottles of coolant. I put coolant in there. And I'm going to get to all of y'all. Let me just finish telling y'all what happened. So, I bought 3 bottles of coolant. It cost me about $53.52. Come back, put coolant in. Then, I'm looking, still ain't enough, right? So, I go back into the truck stop, get 3 more bottles. So, now this is 6 in total. So, I put the other 3 in. I'm like, all right, that should be good. Hit my boy Andy in the office, like, yo, Andy, all right, it ain't looking too good. I don't know if we gonna make this, right? Because the temperature gauge went back down to like 170, but it jumped and it came back up. So I'm like, all right. I passed I passed the TA. So I'm like, man, a petrol was 40 miles up 65, I think, which is Remington. So I'm like, all right, temperature started getting back to that overheating spot. I'm like, you know what? Flying J. So I get off the interstate, come to this Flying J where I'm at, pull into a spot. Now, the way I pulled in, I had to pull forward and then back up so I could straighten out. So when I got out, that's when I saw the puddle on the floor, like the drops. So I got up under the truck. It was dripping. I found where it was dripping. Then I come over here. I showed them the video. They was like, yeah, you got a leak. We don't know where it's at. You're going to have to put it in the shop and see. So I bring it here in the shop. They put the pressure hose on it. And let me see if I could get the shot. So as you can see, that's all of. Here you go. Yep. So had to go to Volvo. They had to go to Volvo. Give me, my water pump went out. The water pump went out. There was a hose behind the engine that went bad. So I'm in the shop. I'm like 70 miles away from my delivery. The guy just came back from Volvo with my water pump. So, it's a D13 Volvo. So, I'm talking to the head mechanic here. So, they contact Volvo. Now, listen to this crazy situation. Volvo had 2 water pumps. Volvo had a rebuilt water pump for 600 and change. And then they had an OEM water pump that's brand new for 300 and change. So me and the guy who owned the shop, we standing there looking at the mechanic because he's telling us the price, and I'm looking like, wait, that don't make no sense. Why would we go for a rebuild? I'm like, I'm actually like, all right, well, what's the difference? If it's an old, well, it's a different vendor who made that. I'm like, well, let's just get the new one. So, trials and tribulations of a lease op. No, I'm not a lease op. I'm full-fledged owner operator. My truck is paid for. So, oh man, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. So, your whole name didn't even pop up, but whoever that was, appreciate you. So, they put the pressure hose on the coolant reservoir. And I mean, they got up to like, he said like 12 PSIs or something like that. It wasn't even full. And yo, coolant everywhere. So I'm like, I call my people at my personal shop up in Illinois, speak to my boy over there, Jacob. And I'm like, yo, Jay, I'm like, yo, oh, Randy, appreciate you, bro. Okay, okay, that was you. Appreciate you. Shout out to Jamal. Jamal, I got to be a crybaby on here. Let me see if I can make you proud. Let me see if I can cry some more. So, I called my shop, and I'm like, yo, can I, after I deliver this load, because I'm trying to get the load delivered, at least get the load done. And they're like, nah, we can't, I can't get you in today or tomorrow. The earliest I could get you in is Monday. I'm like, oh. I said, oh, that hurts. And then I was on track for 4 trips this week. Yo, you know what? I said, man, whatever. I'm like, all right, so I get here, pull in the shop. Nobody really was here. I'm the only one in the bay, like you can see. Ain't nobody here but me. So I was in there chopping it up with the guy who run the shop and everything. We was talking about investing and trucks, and when he had a truck, and I told him I do YouTube, and he was like, yeah, it's good that you let people know what's going on and not talk about how much money you make. And I'm like, nah, I'm not going to do that because that's setting people up for failure. Like, I'm not going to gloat about what I make. That doesn't help y'all. Because then if I say, oh, I made this, and then you come out here and you don't make that, then what? Yo, sin. You saying you made that, I'm not seeing that. No, I'm going to show you what can happen to you out here. That's my responsibility, to show y'all what can happen when you have your own truck. So, do I still love trucking? Of course. Will I stop being the owner operator? Not at all. I love this. I love this life. I love it. I love it. Okay. So, I'm speaking to my dispatcher, Andy, and I said, yo, Andy, what is going on? I said, last week, I got held up on the load from a broker. Well, it was an actual carrier. I ain't gonna put their name out there. That was that Nestle load. I got loaded up in Illinois. They put all the weight in the nose of the trailer, go back. They're like, oh, we can't fix it till Sunday morning. Oh, come on. Then I'm supposed to deliver that load down in North Carolina for Monday. The carrier don't reset the appointment until Wednesday instead of getting it for Tuesday, because they left the office Monday instead of getting it set up for Tuesday, so I had to sit. And then, of course, you know, my dispatcher, he fights for me. He's like, yo, you got to pay my driver. My man, my driver sitting there on your load that y'all didn't even sit here and get rescheduled for Tuesday so he can get it off. They gave me $250. I think it was layover. Yeah, layover. So I was like, yo, you know what? All right. I figured they was going to do that. You know what I mean? So, yo, quick, I appreciate that. Thank you, brother. You know, so Jamal said, look, y'all, Jamal said, throw in the towel on trucking if all you going to do is cry every damn day. I got you, Jamal. I'll put that on my resume when I retire. I like Jamal. Jamal just put a smile on my face. Thank you, Jamal. You special. I like you. You better make sure you be in here on your BS all the time. For real. So, but yeah. So, they installing the water pump. Got to replace a hole. So, it is what it is. And hopefully, it's still early in the day. So, he said, Jamal ain't got no pic, no picture, no problem, no content. Listen, you can't do social media if you ain't got somebody hating on you, right? Jamal's just honest about it. Like, I'm not going to be blocking him. I'm going to let him enjoy himself on my channel. So, he said, if you ain't crying every damn day, I won't have a problem with you. Okay, Jamal, I got to make sure I find other things to do so I keep you busy. So, all right, so everybody who's chiming in now, basically my truck died on me 3 times on the interstate today. As you can see, I'm in the shop. I put 6 bottles of coolant in. It was leaking in the front, and then I got here, had them look at the video, because I got it on video showing them where it was leaking. And then they was like, all right, come into the bay. They put the pressure on the coolant top, where you put the coolant in that, and it got to like 12 PSIs. He said it wasn't even fully charged, and it just started bleeding out. So, and I got coolant all over their floor. So basically what happened, the water pump went bad, and there's a busted hose. Yeah, 1-800 like this. Yo, Sin, can I tell you a joke? So, but let me see if I can get you a nice shot of under the truck. For those that's just chiming in. Here you go. Let me get it from here. So, you see, it left a hefty mess in the bay. Oh, my Volvo's a 2012, so it was just time for it to be changed. No biggie. I ain't worrying about it. This is why I tell you I put money up. So we get it done. I was me and my dispatcher. Like I was saying, I called my dispatcher. I'm telling my boy Andy. I'm like, yo, Andy, why every time I'm trying to get 3 trips in a week, something happens? He was like, dude, I don't know. I said, I know what it is. It's a conspiracy. conspiracy. For real. So, but So we started laughing, but I was like, all right, well, I tell my dispatch, I said, yo, let me go in the shop and see if I could get it done. So, 935,000 miles. Because remember, what was it? 2 weeks ago, I just was in the shop and got the fuel injectors done for like 3,900. So, yeah. But hey, this is what comes when you want to be your own boss. When you want to be your own boss. Yo, Randy, I need to give you a wrench in here. Hold on. So, yep. So, I got to get some new coolant added. Jamal. That's right, Jamal. That's right. That's right. That's right. Yo, my other critics should be mad. They should be mad at you. For real. My other critic, you just knocked the other critics right out their job. Yep. So it is what it is. It is what it is. I know, Randy. I know you got tired of him. That's why I gave you the wrench. Yeah, I know. I'm your biggest fan, believe it or not. Hey, Jamal, I appreciate you. Thank you. I thank you. Thank you. But this is the life. It's the life. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Hey, man, everybody make sure y'all hit that thumbs up in here, so we can always help other drivers who run into this issue. So we in the shop. They replacing my water pump, and then there was a hose that bust behind the engine. And as y'all see in the live, like when I went in there, all the coolant that was on the floor, like the whole undercarriage was just soaked. So, but it is what it is. It's a nice day out here. It's a nice day out. It ain't too sunny. It's a little cloudy, but it's a nice breeze. So, I got 3 pallets on my trailer. I just got to get these 3 pallets off. Even if I don't get a load today and we grab a load tomorrow. But no, Murphy Law, like my brother-in-law told me today, he said, Murphy Law is going to happen. It's bound to happen. Murphy Law. Sooner or later, it's going to happen. But the great part is, I'm able to take care of the repair. I ain't got to call nobody. I ain't got to lean on nobody like, yo. Now, the reframe ain't done yet. It's been running good, but it's been running good. But I know I got to get the end frame done. So, 935 miles on the truck. It's a 2012. Run good. Run good. I put some real running on this truck, because I've been on the road since November last year. So I ain't been home yet. It's better to replace than to repair. It's the time. Yeah, I got some moves I'm thinking about making, but not right now. I'm gonna keep it up. I'm gonna keep it, man. I'm gonna maintain it, and we're gonna ride. We're gonna ride it out. We're gonna ride it out. We're gonna ride it out. Hey, make sure y'all hit that thumbs up for me. YouTube like when we hit the thumbs up. We got 61 in here. We got 22 likes. Let's hit that. Yeah. Okay. 23 thumbs. Okay. And then once I'm done here, depending if I still got time on my clock, if I still got time, I'm going to still run and try to get it We try to get it, I think it takes, when I got the oil change done, I think they did 11 jugs. I believe they did 10 or 11 jugs, something like that. So, yeah, if I get out of here and I still got time, I'm gonna go ahead and see if we hit my boy up at the office and see if we can still roll it in there. If not, then it's gonna be tomorrow, and I'll just park here at the Flying J and probably go treat myself to Denny's. Y'all don't really burn through no oil like that. Like, my oil lasts a long time. I do my oil change every 3 months anyway because it's an older truck. So, yeah, so if we can't deliver this load today, then I'm just gonna go ahead, park it, go to Denny's, go get the chicken, what is it? Chicken bourbon skillet, and relax. So I got the fuel injectors done, and now I'm getting a new water pump. Hey, it is what it is. You went from independent to working for night. No. I used to work at night. That's backwards. I used to work at night. Yeah, my oil, like, I check it, cause you know you check it with your pre-trip. I don't have to put oil in it like that. Like, it takes a minute. Like, it takes a minute before I have to even put oil in it, and that's with it idling overnight. So, yeah, I'm an owner operator. Yeah, I've been an owner operator since 2018. I left night in 2017, June. I don't work at night. I used to work at night. Get the oil analyzed. True, true. Because they'll definitely give me the life on the engine. But yo, as far as like the engine go, I got this truck from the owner with 625,000 miles. So I haven't had no engine problems, like nothing major. It's been, and you know me, I run. So when I got the truck in February 2018, I ran from February to July straight. Went home for a week. Then from July, I ran from July to November, went home for a week. I stayed out for the new year. I ran from I ran from November to June last year. Went home for 2 months. Then I came back out the end of July because I moved out of my apartment last year, the last week of July. I ran from, I say July, the last 3 days of July to November last year. Went home for Thanksgiving for the week. And then I've been on the road from November last year. And I'm still on the road now. And I haven't had no problems with the truck. I just got the fuel injectors done. Nah, I don't stay out no 7 weeks, bro. I'm out here. 7 weeks. Now, right now, if we don't factor in the last 2 weeks of November and December, Just this year alone, I've been out on the road 7 months straight. So I'll probably be going home November anyway. You know, so my sister like, listen, you got things you're trying to get accomplished, and do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. So she was like, listen, you ain't missing nothing up here in the city. Go fulfill your goal. Go get the goal accomplished. It's things that you want, so you got to go get it. We all right. So my family don't be tripping. They know why I'm out here. So I miss them though, but you know, they understand what my purpose is. They know where I'm trying to end up in life. So not everybody going to be able to run like me, so don't feel bad if you don't run like me. It's not about a competition with me. This is just how Sinnizter does what Sinnizter does for Sinnizter. You have to learn to find your own lane. Don't never feel I'm your competition. I'm nobody's competition. You know, like I said, I got my credit up. My credit is 743. And my truck is paid off. And I'm happy in life. I'm stress-free. I ain't stressing nothing. I'm happy. I'm peaceful. My mind is at peace. I'm doing my own thing, man. Yeah, it's not about being in competition with nobody. Like, I don't compare my life to other people. I compare my life to the old me. I think about what I could, how much more I can do this year than I did last year, as far as improving as a man, as a driver, as an owner, operator, you know? It's not about competition. Everybody view of money is different. A person could say, okay, I make $1,000, and someone could say, that's not no money. But to someone who never had $1,000, that's money. So, okay, Mr. B said, bro, I just spent $4K on rear transmission seal, $4K on rear transmission seal, new steer, gearbox. The unexpected always keep you on your toes. Hey, Mr. B, you know it. You know it. Shout out to Mr. B, man. I'm glad you back up and rolling, brother. Okay, Spear Warrior said, I just purchased second truck. I only run about 8 weeks at a time. Yo, congratulations, brother. Sin, when you getting your own authority. Big Sammy, what's up? Soon, brother, soon. Soon. You know, it's all a process. You gotta enjoy the process. It ain't about who's gonna get the most trucks first, who's gonna get out of the truck first. You gotta travel. You gotta travel at your own pace. Who's that here? Yo, Antonio, what's up, brother? I ran 5 months straight with Minstar. Yeah, brother, man, you had it harder than me, because you remember, I was at Minstar. I know what we dealt with. I know what we deal with at Minstar, so you had it harder. Kendrick Patch said, keep hustling, homie, because don't nothing come to a dreamer but a dream. Stay on the grind, bro. God bless. Much success. Yo, Kendrick, man, much success to you, man. Much love to your family, man. Thank you for coming in, chiming in. Appreciate you. Woody found out the hard way. I don't know what happened to Woody. I don't watch him. Yeah, Mark was at Minstar too, so Mark know. Minstar was Minstar ain't easy, bro. So, for real, Minstar ain't easy at all. What? This man is the reason I'm 5 years deep in the trucker gang. Salute, saying, wow, bro. 5 years, yo, time is flying, man. Congratulations on your 5 years, bro. Yo, make sure yo, all your positive comments, you know what I'm gonna do? I want y'all to do, when you get a chance, leave a lot of your, if I helped you in any type of way in trucking or inspired you, leave those comments and leave those messages in the comment. I'm gonna start, me and my boy Randy was talking about this. I'm gonna start screenshotting it and I'm gonna make one long video with your name in there and everything. And maybe put some music to it and give y'all a special shout out, man, because y'all, I definitely appreciate everybody. But okay, Woody lost all his trucks before getting out of the game. Grew too fast. Wow. Okay, Mr. B said I was in Team RG when you started it. Yeah. Team RG still around. Ain't going nowhere. That's planted in history. Yeah, I mean, I never really followed Woody. I know Woody came from Night, I believe. I don't know if it was Woody that came from Night. Somebody came from Night with a truck. I don't know. But anyway, I mean, I never watched him. I never met him. But I hope he's doing good. I hope his family all right. And I hope he got, his bills taken care of and he's not stressing out. So I don't even know if he still do YouTube. Like, I heard of him before. I just never watched him. Like, but, everybody got different situations that's going to happen in life. Some people just going to go through hardship. But you know what? If Woody lost all his trucks, it's experience that he got that nobody else got. He knows something other people don't know. He knows something I don't know. That's experience. Like someone who still have their moms don't have that feeling like I have, and other people who lost their moms. You don't know the hurt. You don't know how it feels when Thanksgiving comes and you can't have Thanksgiving dinner with your moms like you used to, or when she used to cook, big meals and everybody came to the house, or, you know what I mean? Like, everybody has different experiences in life that other people don't have that experience with. Yo, Steven, what up, brother? How's it going, brother? Oh, here you go. In the shop. So, water pump went bad, blown holes behind the engine, so all the coolant ended up on the floor. Let me go get y'all another shot for those that just chimed in. You'll see it right here. All this came from out of my truck. So they working on my water pump now. So ain't gonna be too much of it. Ain't gonna be no crazy bill. Yo, Mr. B, I appreciate the super chat, brother. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you, brother. God bless you. You ain't had to do that, but I definitely appreciate that. Thank you. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, it's not about being in competition with nobody. Like, you want to be in competition with somebody, go be in competition with the man in the mirror. Because how many things you know that you're supposed to have done that you didn't do? What you supposed to have done yesterday that you've been procrastinating on for the last 3 weeks or the last month, right? You supposed to been started that workout routine. You still ain't do it, right? You say, yo, I'm gonna start getting out the truck and I'm gonna start walking a little bit more, but you still, you shut down and you're like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow done turned into a whole month and you still ain't do it, right? You're supposed to put more money away in your savings and you're supposed to set your account up so it can automatically transfer money, but you still ain't do that, right? You see what I'm saying? So why be in competition with someone else when there's things about us personally that we need to do? You've been wanting to read more books. You've been wanting to start reading more, but you haven't. You drive all day, you shut down, you grab food, you lay on your stomach, you eat, you watch YouTube, and you fall into sleep. And guess what? You back in the same perpetual cycle tomorrow. Oh, I'm going to read later today, and you don't. Or you drive, shut down, get food, sit on the phone, talk to your shorty, or talk to your man, and you was going to work out before you lay down. You was going to get out and walk around the parking lot and shed some of that weight, but you didn't. So where in the world do we have time to be in competition with other men? We don't. We don't. It's not about being in competition with other men. You want to be in competition, you your own competition, because you know what you're not doing. And you know what you should be doing, and you still haven't done it. You know you've been wanting to change the way you eat. Yo, Gerard, man, I appreciate it, man. Thank you, brother. God bless you. Much love to you, your family, and everybody, man. Stay safe. Keep the family safe. And thank you for taking time out, man, and coming through here, man. So, but yeah, we don't got time to be in competition with other people. We don't. Everybody's time of arrival for they goal to be accomplished is on different timelines. Like chasing Andrew Jackson, right? I'm gonna use him for example because he worked with me at night. The little homie came tonight. I've been at night. I was in the game before he got in the trucking. But chasing Andrew Jackson had his truck way before I did. But our financial situations was different. Our living arrangements was different. And he was ready. I wasn't ready. You know, and that's just the way it is. Like, man, the biggest person you got to battle is yourself. Because your mind knows you better than you know yourself. Your mind knows exactly what to tell you to go ahead and pick up that next cup of, that next bottle of soda or them tater chips or that ice cream or that pizza or get the big slushy cup that they got in the truck style, and you like, yo, I got to lay off these slushies. But no, you got a slushie with you right now. You probably got strawberry or cherry. Most likely you probably got a cherry, big cup, big gulp of slushy cherry in your cup holder, trucking down the road, watching Sinister. Like, so it's, don't be in competition with nobody and don't be mad at who gets what they, I celebrate other people's success, man. I love seeing other people succeed, man. It's inspiring. Because, you don't really know a person's history and background or they struggle. You don't know what their family been through. You don't know where that person came from to accomplish what they accomplished. People could come from shelters, get in trucking, and now they got a truck and a house and cars and land. You don't know. You don't know unless you speak to that person. So when someone is accomplishing their goal, you can do it too. It ain't about you don't gotta be mad at what someone else got. If they can do it, you can do it. It's all about your discipline. It's all about how bad you want it. Because at the end of the day, we all got 24 hours at the end of the day. But it all comes down to what you're doing with your 24 hours. You sitting around for 8 hours watching TV, Are you sitting around and sleeping late in the day, not getting nothing done? What you doing productive with your hours? So let's say person A lives in apartment A and person B lives in apartment C. Apartment A, that person sleeps late, supposed to went look for a job on Monday, stayed up late Sunday night, watching Sunday night football, right? Like, I'll wait till Tuesday. Now, a person B that live in apartment C goes to sleep early Sunday night because he knows he gonna get up Monday to go look for a job, right? So person B goes to the job interview. Now person A and B is going to the same job interview, right? Well, going to the same place because that place says, yo, you know, walk-ins is welcome to fill out application. Now, since apartment A stayed up late and didn't go Monday, person B goes to the job and gets the job. Who was more serious about where they going in life? Yo, DJ Rock, what's going on? Who else came in here? The world needs your voice and the way you think about life and other human beings. Yo, wow. I appreciate that comment, man. I'm on my motivation stuff, man. You know, I want people to be able to have these videos. Like, if anything ever happened to me, y'all got these videos. You can always come back and you can watch it. You know, and I make sure I try to keep them clean so your kids can watch them. You know, your nieces can watch them. And that's why I have to make sure I keep these motivation videos clean. So it's kid-friendly, but and you can sit and watch it with your kid. You might have your baby in your lap. Like, I don't want to be on here after this, after, and then you got your baby sitting there. Like, I don't want your baby having that type of foul mouth. Even though I can't control what goes on in your house, but at least it ain't come from Sinister's video. He said, hold on, who wrote me? Sin and courage. It doesn't rain every day. Been there. Yo, Bobby, man, yeah. What's up, brother? This is Trucker Corey. Yo, Corey, what's up, brother? Gerard said, there's calling on your... All right, there's a calling on your life, Sin. Yo, Gerard, man, you know what? I lost a good friend back home. He seen me grow up. And last year when I was home before I moved out of my mom's apartment where she raised me, he pulled me to the side and he was like, you know what? I never watched any of your videos. I knew you was doing videos, but I never watched none of your motivation stuff. And then one day something just told me, let me see what you're talking about. And he was like, bro, you deep. And I don't know if anybody ever told you, but I believe your calling is to speak. And I'm like, yo, he wasn't the first person that told me that. Yo, Lincoln, what's up? And a lot of people told me, like, yo, my boy Taz told me, he was like, yo, Sin, I respect your trucking videos, but your motivation videos is where it's at. None of this been easy, man. None of this is easy. None of this been easy. For real. None of this been easy. I was having relationship issues while I was trucking. My money wasn't right. I wasn't, you know. I left night, never ended up with the dark horse. Yo, it ain't been easy. I had people talk about me. I had people trying to bring me down. I had people calling me racist. I had all of it. But you know what? One thing my brother Randy told me. He took me in as his little brother. He's been my right hand. He said, you know what, Sin? When your enemies go low, you go high. Don't respond. Don't respond. Stay focused. Stay on the task. Because people going to talk about you regardless. They're going to talk about you regardless. I don't expect everybody to like me, and I'm comfortable with that. You don't got to like me. My message is all of my motivation stuff is for to be left here on earth when God said, all right, Sinnizter, let's go. And it's that time. Because I need to leave these messages behind to help my younger nieces and my son when he gets to my age, and he might just be like, yo, let me check and see what my dad was talking about. Maybe your niece or your nephew or your cousin or a brother or your little sister might stumble across my motivation videos 70 years from now and be like, yo, that dude's Sinnizter. So at the end of the day, I have this saying, like, God forbid something happens to me, what did I leave behind? You know, what will people say about me? Did you do good in the world? Did you make a change in somebody's life? You know, so, and I like to hear when people be like, yo, man, I'm good. I'm in trucking because of you. And yo, I don't let that get my head too big. Like, my rule to myself was to always stay humble and always do this for the ones in the struggle, because that's where I came from. So, and I'm not gonna quit. I'm not gonna quit. I'm not going back to struggling. I don't care if it kills me. I'm not going back to struggling. Nope. I'm not going back to having to go to public assistance. I'm not doing that. No, I'm not. And I don't expect y'all to go back to the way y'all was neither. It's about elevation. It's about growth. It's about being able to, okay, you work. Let's not work till we dead and gone. I don't want to work till I'm dead and gone. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to get to a point where I retire and got to come out of retirement. And like my brother-in-law told me, he was like, yo, keep investing, keep doing what you do, put money up. Because you don't want to be that person at the door at Walmart greeting everybody talking about, welcome to Walmart, barely can stand. Wait, let me see what this message is. Great to see you doing great. I always enjoyed your videos. Caesar, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Yo, Antonio, man, appreciate you. I give you respect because you never quit like I did, and now you own your truck. Brother, Antonio, listen. Everybody got trials and tribulations, and everything make people grow. I've been through a lot of hurt in my life, and it made me grow. Being in trucking and being out here in the truck by myself, yo, you ain't got nothing but time to think, you know. And let's get deep with this. Let's get deep with this. You see my truck in the shop, still motivated, right? This happens for me to do this. I'm in Indiana on 65 at a Flying J, it's a pilot across the street. I forgot what exit this is, but I'm at the bass shop. So, but yeah, definitely about keeping your overhead low, you know. And yo, Ty, man, I appreciate that, man. God bless in Jesus Christ, man. Yes, sir. Amen to that. But look, a lot of drivers be out here, and we deal with a lot that people don't know. Some of us been out here and we've been in bad relationships. Some of us been out here and we got out of relationships and we was wondering, like, when we gonna find that right woman? Or find that woman that's really gonna be down with us and help us build this empire that we're trying to build. Some of us was in relationships where, yo, we was just on this, we driving down the road, and we on our headsets arguing while we trucking. about not being home enough. But we have bigger visions, and we don't want to live in the projects no more, and we don't want to live at our sister house, and we don't want to live at your parents' house, and we don't want to live at my parents' house. So everybody go through certain things. Not everybody going to speak on it on social media because it's not everybody's business. And me as a man, when I wasn't making the money that I want, I didn't feel like the man I should have been. Honestly. Just being honest with you, like, this is what I battled with in trucking. Like, I was making all right. I was making more money than I was making back home, but I wasn't satisfied. Because I still couldn't do the things that I wanted to do without having to double check my bank account. Some people, before they go buy something, they got to check their bank account to see if they even got enough for just to cover the transaction. Some people don't even got enough to even have a bank account. Yo, Lou, what up, man? Appreciate it. Love my LA, love my Cali people, man. I'm gonna try to get the red one next. The guy at the shop, he ain't have my size because it's a fitted. But trucking changed a lot of lives out here, man. It ain't easy. It's stressful at times. As you can see, I'm in the shop, but it's not the problem that gets to you. It's how you handle the problem when it comes for you. Could I be mad right now? Because I was on pace for 4 trips this week, right? I just threw a $1,200 payment on my credit card to bring it down. Because remember, I just had a $4,900 shop bill for my fuel injectors 2 weeks ago. Now, this is probably going to be maybe $700, $800, maybe. But me being mad about this is going to do what? It happens. We hit potholes. It's running 24/7. It's running 24/7. Your car eventually is going to go to the shop. You can go get a new truck, and eventually you're going to take that new truck in the shop. It could be DEF. Oh, DJ, yeah. The water pump went and a blown hose behind the engine, so coolant, it's all over the floor inside the shop because they put the pressure hose on it to see where the leak was coming from. And when he did that, boy, you would have thought I was in a blue beacon, the way that coolant was coming out underneath the truck. So I'll put the little video clip up. It was short, like 16 seconds or something, how it was leaking. But let me see if I miss anybody. But yeah, being in trucking, I've been in trucking 7 years now, and I have my trials and tribulations, and of course I'm gonna have other trials and tribulations. But I just handle my problems that presents itself in life a lot better and more maturely, because I understand how everything is connected. Everything is energy in the world. Like, you ever been at a party, everybody having a good time until a fight break out, now everybody mad because you just ruined the mood. So, surround yourself with good energy. Find music that puts you in a good energy, in a good vibration, a good mood. Like, it's times where my dispatcher, he be pissed with the brokers, and he's like, dude, yo, these people be, and I said, woosah, brother. I said, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I said, hey, it happens. It happens. And, sometimes I just call and check on my dispatcher and make sure he all right. Even though it ain't a stressful day, I called him and I just let him know, like, yo, I appreciate you. I I just called my dispatch, I think it was yesterday. And I just told him, like, yo, I appreciate you. My dispatcher really was on his game this week. For real, he set me up right this week. Not saying he haven't set me up right every other week, but I love working with my DO. We cool. We be BSing, you know, and I like the relationship we got, you know. And I worked with other DMs in the office, and you know, it was good. And then there's ones I choose not to work with. You know, my DM, he'll call me, be like, hey Aunt, I got a load going, picking up here, going here, and it's this heavy. What you think? Wait, let me go back to the message. Hold on. Bobby Black. But since last year I replaced the 2007 Volvo, that was a good move. I was hesitant because I didn't want truck payment, but I was having issues like you're having now. Yeah, Bobby. I mean, eventually, you know, I'm gonna run it till I can't run it no more. You know. World Beat said, I'm driving now, but I have to go for my dreams. Yes, yes, please continue to go for your dreams. I would rather drive a truck or sit in a beautiful radio station 4 hours a day and have it made, not have to work, truck finished, and get your music. True. Yeah, man, I'm doing my music now, and you know, like I tell people, like my music is not going to be for everybody. That was a lot of stuff that's going up now was way before I got even into being positive, because I've been angry half my whole damn life. I was just mad at the world. You know, my mom's passed in 2000. I was mad at the world. And tell you the truth, at one point I just wanted to die with her. Real talk. Bro, that feeling is crazy. That feeling was crazy, you know. But you know, before she passed, she had my sister make that promise that my sister was gonna help me get my life together. So I gotta grind the way I'm grinding, because I want my sister to be able to see me get that house of my dreams. So, you know, like my sister tell me now, like, I ain't gotta worry about you. You good now. I'm like, well, the goal ain't fully completed. Like, yeah, I don't have to call my sister to borrow money, but I still want my sister to be able to see me accomplish that goal with getting my house and stuff like that. And right now, my mom's might not be here in the physical form, but she's looking down. And I gotta continue to make her proud. Shape the world. What's going on? Hey, Quake, man. Cooking, boy. My mom was from Virginia, and she just had that Southern style cook, man. Oh man, certain things my mom's make, I wouldn't eat at nobody else's house. You know, certain foods your mom's made, you know, you can't, you don't eat at other people's house. You can't trust it. If it's pork or beef or something, you know what I mean? But wait, let me go back. Yeah, DJ. Well, I know you making your moms proud and your sisters. Yeah, man. Yo, my sister used to have to be on my head all the time, you know? And I'll call my sister and mess with her. I'll be like, yo, sis. I'll be like, I need you to co-sign on $300 for me. Cause I told my sister, like, yeah, I got a 743 credit score and I don't need her to co-sign, but I still want my sister to know I need her. You know what I mean? I don't want her to feel like, okay, oh, brown paper bag with the flour in it. And she put the egg in it to keep the flour on the skin of the chicken. Yeah. Yeah, DJ, but, you know, I call my sister because, you know, like, I haven't had to call my sister for rent money in I don't know how long. But I also want to be able to one day just bless my sister and be like, yo, sis, wholeness. You know what I mean? Just wholeness. Maybe $1,000. Just be like, yo, sis, wholeness. Whatever you want to do with it, do with it. You know what I mean? Because my sister co-signed for me to be able to go to Roadmasters because Roadmasters told me I had to come up with $2,500. I was only making $11 at the airport back in the city. I couldn't save no $2,500. Trucking wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for my sister. And that's my second oldest sister. You know what I mean? Because I'm the baby. It's like 4 of us. My older brother, my oldest brother, Bernard, my oldest sister, Sheila, then Priscilla's the sister that y'all see in my YouTube videos like Thanksgiving time. She's the one that co-signed for me, and she's the one who made sure that she kept the promise to moms before moms passed. So, shape the world. What are you talking about? Ain't nobody go back to night. Look. Night got a sponsored ad with my picture on it with my old truck. And I did the YouTube live. And I broke down why the picture's circulating. Like, I'm always going to be part of the Knight family regardless. Like, I got pictures with Kevin Knight and everything. Like, Knight is my family. I just had a little few incidents with terminal managers, but as far as Knight overall, that's my family. Like, my Red Rider brothers and my Dark Side Riders, like, I'm always going to be a Dark Side Rider at the end of the day. Like, I still talk to the vice president. Like, the vice president just hit me up for my birthday. Like, yo, bro, you know this your brother from another mother. I'm like, I know. I made a big impact at Night, you know? So, but God just had a bigger plan for me, you know? I miss being at Night, I ain't gonna lie. I miss being on that reefer side or that Purple K. I was rocking that Purple K hard. I miss my Dark Horse. You know, after that, I don't even got no chrome on this truck. Like, you know, everybody know me for riding having my truck decked out. I ain't do nothing to these. After that, after the Dark Horse, I was like, nah. Maybe when I go get me a new truck, then I'll probably go ahead and deck it out one more time. But it ain't been the same. So, but no, Night is my family. You know, I got half my YouTube is Night, you know? And I'm going to take you know, whenever I get a chance, I'll probably head out to Phoenix and go catch up with the vice president, because me and him cool. Me and his brother cool, so. Yeah, my boy Quick is still at Night. Quick been at Night forever. For real. Quick got a special reserve parking spot for his truck. He been there at Night so damn long. Word. But, you know, God just always have different plans for people. And sometimes you might not understand why things happen in life. And then one day you just wake up and you just realize, like, oh, okay. Now I understand why. You know, I always wanted to be an owner operator. You know, my trainer at Warner, Mike, and my trainer's still training. He loved training. He ain't getting out of training. He trained me to become an owner operator. He didn't want me to stay a company driver, and I didn't want to stay a company driver. So, hey, I'm happy where I'm at. I'm happy where I'm at. I'm still growing as a man. I'm just in my own lane. There's a lot of things that I know about me I can work on being better at. And I'm looking in the mirror. I'm looking at me. I'm like, yo, Sim, okay, what can we do to be better than we was last year, last week, last month? Attitude-wise, mentality-wise. I could sit here and be mad about this all day. I could be mad about this all day, but that's gonna do what? But make my day long and dreary. It's already cloudy out here. So if I allow this to aggravate me, it's just gonna make, wow, $1,000,000 truck next month. Wow, quick. That's crazy. Congratulations. 1,000,000 miles. After night, I lost track of all of that. But it is what it is. But everybody has their place in the world where they're supposed to be, where they want to be, and where they don't want to be. Some people's not where they want to be. But you know what we also got to look at? We not where we used to be. We might not be where we want to be, but we not where we used to be. Yeah, we might not be making the money we want right now, but we're not making that money we used to make where we were struggling. We not living where we might not be living where we want to live, but we not living where we used to live. So and appreciate life, enjoy life. You gotta enjoy life. All that, I ain't got time to be beefing with nobody. Like, yo, I want to go enjoy life. I'm going to enjoy my life. So if anything ever happened and it's my time, I'm going to be like, yo, at least I fulfilled my purpose. And I'm like, okay, I did everything I wanted. I'm cool with it. You know how many people sitting around and they waiting on making the move because they think they got forever, and then they could come down with a sickness and the doctors be like, yo, you got 6 months to live. Then what? Then what? You're going to think about all the things that you did not do because you've been sitting around waiting because you feel like you got forever. For real. You're Steven, you already know. You're Stephen, you already know. Sorry. Yo, and you'll hear that, the Reaper, the Reaper in the booth. So, and you, right, quick, and you got to do what makes you happy, And sometimes you got to find your own happiness. Sometimes you got to disconnect from people. You don't rock with people. Sometimes you just got to get away from social media. Sometimes you got to get away from people just so you can get grounded. Right, Randy. Trucks break new and old. This is what professional drivers must expect. Keep moving. Good education, son. Thank you, brother. Thank you. I do try. But people got to find their own happiness. Other people's not going to make you happy. You got to be happy for yourself. You got to do things that make you happy. Because then you going to attract people who's in that same vibrational energy field. Like, yo, a lot of people don't want to struggle. We tired of struggling. I struggled. I know how that feels. Because you hanging with other people who's struggling. So y'all can relate. That's why they say, look at your closest 5 friends, and that can tell you where you at in life. As the people around you pushing hard for bigger goals. Goals that you would think is impossible to accomplish, but they just still like, yo, I'm going to go get that house on the hill. For real, Santa Monica or something. Got 10 acres of land and 4 cars and a wife and 3 kids and 2 cats and a dog. And the bird in the cage, So, be happy in life, man, because, this year just took a lot of people from a lot of people. I'm working on a new song, and it's about that. And, like, one of my childhood friends I grew up with, they had to call me to tell me his mom's passed on Father's Day. Tore me up. I just pulled into the truck stop too. broke me down, bro. Like, I walked in the truck stop, my eyes were shot red. You thought I was smoking. Bro, that hurt. It just hurt. Cause she, you know, she seen me grow up, so she became like, you know, when you live somewhere so long, your friend's mother become your mother, you know, and I'm from that era where my friends' moms was able to discipline me because that's just the way it was. Stop doing that. Get out the grass. Stop playing in the dirt. Put the stick down. So, but yeah, man, I'm getting ready to get off here because I just got a notification my battery was running low too. But I'll keep y'all I'll pop in here and do a live later on after I get everything done, get the bill, let y'all know how much everything was. I appreciate all y'all. Stay happy, stay focused, stay safe. Continue to cover your face, wash your hands, man, because Roe v. 19, he ain't playing, he don't discriminate. He ain't discriminating at all. Roe v. 19 ain't discriminating. The homie got problems. For real. For real. So keep your kids safe. Much blessings to you and your whole family and everything, man. And keep pushing, y'all. And I'm going to tap in later on and do a live before the end of the day and let y'all know what happened. All right? Peace.